I had been waiting for this moment for what felt like an eternity. Finally, a date with the guy I'd been secretly admiring from afar for years. He was the kind of guy who seemed to light up a room just by walking into it, and tonight, he was all mine. We decided to meet at this fancy Italian restaurant, and I wore my best dress, a little nervous but mostly excited. Everything started perfectly. He was charming, the food was delicious, and the conversation flowed effortlessly. I remember laughing at his jokes, feeling my heart flutter every time our hands brushed. Halfway through the meal, though, I felt a strange rumble in my stomach. I brushed it off as nerves, but it grew more insistent. Trying to maintain my composure, I excused myself to the restroom. That's when disaster struck. In my haste, I slipped on the freshly mopped floor, and the sudden jolt caused an unfortunate incident. Yes, I pooped myself. Mortified, I huddled in the stall, frantically trying to figure out what to do. The dress was a goner, and there was no way I could walk out and face him. In a moment of desperation, I texted my best friend who lived nearby. Thank God for best friends, right? She came to my rescue with a spare outfit, but I knew there was no salvaging the date. I snuck out the back, avoiding the curious glances of the restaurant staff and, thankfully, his. The next day, I sent his a message apologizing and explaining that I had felt unwell. He was incredibly understanding and even suggested another date. But the memory of that night haunted me. I couldn't bring myself to face him again, so I politely declined. From that day on, I became much more cautious about where I step in high heels, especially on dates. And, well, maybe a little more cautious about eating rich Italian food, too.